Good morning and thank you for being here. Welcome to Mayor de Blasio and elected officials, Police Commissioner O'Neill, Deputy Commissioners, Chiefs, and other members of the New York City Police Department, including Inspector Pichardo, my brothers and sisters of the 43rd Precinct, as well as my friends, my parents, April and Sergio, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, my friends, my extended family of other line of duty members, and beyond. Thank you for being here today. When I look around today, I'm reminded how fortunate and lucky I am, because it was through a horrific tragedy that tore through my world that brings us together for a common purpose today. Over the last nearly 11 months, my focus has evolved in life. My new focus as I pick up the pieces of my life are to ensure the well-being and proper development of my two young sons, and to keep the memory of my husband and their father in the minds and the hearts of everyone gathered here and around the nation. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my Paul. My days were spent filled with laughter and smiles and so much love. My heart and that of my children's is shattered, and it is only because of the love and support from my family, friends, and my brothers and sisters in blue that we're able to continue to push forward through all of our pain. I'm relying on the residents of this community, that includes the students gathered here today, who walk these streets every day, to educate the youth of our community about the man for whom this street is named after. I'd like to tell you a little bit about who he was. Paul loved serving this community. He was a kind, gentle soul, and nothing could rattle him. In the most challenging of situations, Paul's favorite thing to say was, "Easy peasy," or "I've got this." I've heard from his friends and coworkers from over the years about his calm demeanor and easy disposition. That was the man I knew, the man I loved, and he will always be my hero, our hero. He was a man who loved his country and his city. He loved his colleagues. And he had earned their respect over the years. He couldn't wait to come home to the two loves of his life, Austin and Joseph, and nothing made him happier than hearing his boys run to him once he opened the garage door at the end of a workday. He was unexpectedly and tragically taken from us, and we're now left behind to try and find the meaning of it all. I'd like to think that his life is a shining example of the heroism and selflessness our men and women continue to espouse each and every day as they put on a uniform. They leave behind their families, and they go out to protect every one of us. Police officers are the ones that face dangers on a daily basis and can continue to head towards that danger, even as others flee or stand behind them. We must remain steadfast in our support of the good works thousands of police officers across this nation do, and always remember that the work of our men and women in uniform is not an easy one. That danger they face couldn't be any more apparent when we saw a few nights ago with the shooting of a Yonkers police officer just a little north of here. We continue to pray for her quick recovery and for the safety of all of our police officers around the nation. My hope is that the sacrifice made by the men and women in uniform, including that of my husband Paul, will continue to resonate in the minds of the children and in the adults of this community every time they walk behind this street sign put forth in Paul's honor. It's a fitting honor for a man who dedicated his life in service to this community, and I want to thank all of those who made this dedication possible, and to remind all those gathered here and those listening to always tell the people most special to them that they love them. Treasure every moment with those that are nearest and dearest to you, and appreciate the people in each of your lives that make life worth living. In an instant, life could throw a curveball, and all of your well-laid plans suddenly detonate. For me, it would have been impossible to navigate this new reality without the love and support of so many people, including my family, my parents, my sister and brother-in-law, Jason, my friends, my aunts and uncles and cousins, and the men and women of the NYPD. Whoa. And for that, Austin, Joseph, and I will be forever grateful. Thank you to the City of New York. Thank you to the greatest police department in the world, the NYPD. Thank you to the elected officials for continuing to honor my hero, Paul. I love you all.